We know from scientific evidence that global temperatures are increasing. Steadily rising levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere are warming land and sea alike. Consequently, storms are growing more severe, coastal flooding is increasing, and forest fires are raging in many places. The present coronavirus pandemic, which precipitated a global economic shutdown, reveals the large human contribution to greenhouse gases. A recent article in Nature Climate Change documents that during the global pandemic, the period of maximum shutdown, atmospheric carbon dioxide levels decreased 17% to a level not seen since 2006.
There must be better ways to address climate change and respond to God's mandate to protect God's creation than enacting a worldwide economic shutdown. Let us describe one step St. Philip Presbyterian Church has taken to address the problem and suggest your church can do the same thing. St. Philip is a member church of the PCUSA located in the heart of Houston. It seeks to be an inclusive, grace-filled community of followers of Jesus Christ. This summer, St. Philip brought online a solar energy system located on the roof of its education building. This system will deliver about 25% of the electricity needed for its sanctuary and education building. Producing this amount of solar electricity prevents 46 tons of CO2, a potent greenhouse gas, from being generated each year. That equates to the carbon capture capability of a 51-acre American forest.
Not long after God creates the heavens and the earth in the book of Genesis, God instructs human beings, themselves created in God's image, that they are to have a special role in caring for the creation, tending faithfully to what God has made. We at St. Philip are seeking to live into the fullness of what God commands and to tend to the work God has given us to do. Our commitment to operate our church campus with solar power is a tangible way that we are responding to the responsibility God has given us.
Judy and I have become increasingly concerned about all the evidence of global climate change.
For example, 18 of the 19 hottest years on record for our planet have occurred since 2000. We are challenged by God's mandate to be good stewards of God's creation. We decided last year to form a for-profit company that we called Covenant Solar Power in order to work with churches to address God's mandate by installing rooftop solar systems. Doing this through a for-profit business allows us to access the benefits built into the U.S. tax code for green energy. By assessing these tax benefits, we can supply lower-cost green electricity than a church can provide by investing in its own system. The leadership of St. Philip, after careful evaluation, moved forward in partnership with Covenant Solar Power. Covenant invested its capital in the system, oversaw the installation, and owns and manages the system. Covenant and St. Philip have a 15-year agreement, at the end of which the system will transfer to St. Philip. Since the system should have a 30-year life, that means that the second 15 years of green electricity will be free both from cost and from greenhouse gas emissions.
Well, we are really inspired by St. Philip's experience with Covenant Solar, and we would love to have the opportunity to work with other churches and come up with the same wonderful outcomes. We have a motto that says, "Now is better than new," and what we mean by that is that instead of waiting for new technology breakthroughs or stronger government regulations, we want to utilize technology that is proven and competitive and go to work now, keeping the carbon in the ground.
So if you would like to hear more information or still have questions, you can contact us at the phone number and email that you will see below, and Covenant can begin a process with your church of evaluating solar-based electricity. And if the opportunity is attractive to your church, then we can enter into an agreement similar to the one we have with St. Philip. And at the end of that agreement, the system will belong to your church. May God bless you as you seek to be good stewards of the wonderful creation that God has given us.